Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a taste test and kind of a demonstration on this Lipton K-Cup sweet tea. So you get a standard K-Cup. Now they don't tell you, they say fill a big cup with ice cubes, don't use glass. I'm going to be using glass, but I've got some really thick cups that I haven't had any problems with, but sometimes if you use glass they can crack. Brew hot on medium setting and stir to chill. So that's about all the directions you get. So I did cut open one of these before I brewed it. Now it's got like a standard coffee filter that all of this sits in, so it looks like there's tea and it looks like there's a lot of sugar, unfortunately. So today I'll be using the K Supreme, K Supreme Plus, and the K Elite. These all have an iced button. So we're going to see if Over Ice and Over Ice, we're going to see how that Over Ice works on all of these. So we're going to put the K-Cup in. You just treat these like a normal K-Cup, even though they're not a coffee. They act like a normal K-Cup. And then I'm going to do the Over Ice. Over Ice, Over Ice, iced. Okay, I gotta hit the brew button on these. So they all three start brewing about the same time. Again, that water coming out from the K-Cup is about 160, 170 degrees, so it is really hot. It's gonna melt that ice right away. And when you do the over the ice setting, it just brews 6 ounces through that K-Cup. So if this over the ice setting doesn't work, we may want to bump it up to the 8 ounce or the 10 ounce setting. That's the nice thing about a Keurig, is it does allow you to choose what size to brew it at. Again, that was just on the ice setting, over ice, over ice. So the K Elite finished first. It's a little louder than the other two. Okay, so let's give these a good stir. You can see the ice goes away pretty darn quick. So we're left with a drink. We should get around 47 degrees. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, that's a pretty strong. It's a pretty strong tea right now. All right, K Supreme. I mean, this is the K Supreme Plus. Again, I could have started out with just a little bit more ice in it, 41, 40. That's a pretty cold drink. Smells really good. Tastes really good. And again, yeah, around 40 degrees. That tastes really good. It is a little strong on that setting, but that tastes really good. It is really sweet though. Let's see how the K-Cups did. Now that this only has 1 needle, the K Supremes have 5 needles. So let's cut one open and see what it did. I'm kind of curious on the inside. All right, so it looks like, so it's kind of weird. So it starts out like that, and you're left with, so the sugar dissolves basically. The sugar dissolves, you're left with the tea leaves. Huh. So interesting, the K Supremes did really good with it, but I've noticed, so right away, I cut the top off of the single needle, the K Elite, and I can see some sugar that didn't get dissolved. And I can see some tea leaves that didn't get saturated. So wow, I was expecting the K Elite, so I mean it does a decent job, but it definitely could have done. These 5 needles on these K Supremes do a little better job with the teacups. I wonder if that's the case for the coffee too. I do notice the coffee tastes a little better out of the K Supremes. Okay, so again, when you do the ice setting, when we do the over the ice, it's only 6 ounces. So I want to do one more of these. I've got a plastic container like they tell you to get. I want to do an 8 ounce and see how it does. Let's just do like, brew it like an 8 ounce coffee. 8 ounce. Not going to do the over the ice. That should give us 2 more ounces of water through that K-Cup. Now, even though the K-Elite, we showed that it didn't dissolve everything, they all three tasted about the same. But you know what? I can't get over how good these taste. Now, again, very, very sweet. But boy, it does taste good. I was not expecting that for a K-Cup. Okay, so here the container's getting pretty full. You're really going to have to judge this. So if you put a big container with a lot of ice and you bump it up to 10 ounces, make sure your container can hold 10 ounces with a bunch of ice in it. Okay, so this was on the 8 ounce setting. Again, ends up being a pretty cold drink, 45. Should have put a little more ice in it. Yeah, that still tastes pretty good. You might even be able to go up to 10 ounces with that tea. You know, that's the nice thing about these K-Cups. So say you can get a bigger container to hold more ice. You can brew this tea K-Cup on 10 ounces. You can brew it on 12 ounces. If that's enough, you know, that'll really take away a lot of the sweetness from it, and, you know, it'll dilute it more. But, man, that tasted really good on the 6 ounce. The 8 ounce tastes really good. I'm very, very impressed with overall results of these. And you could brew these in a normal, so I was using the over the ice, but you can brew these in a normal Keurig machine. Just brew it. It's gonna melt the ice quite a bit, but just brew it. You know, if your Keurig machine's got 6 ounce, try the 6 ounce, try the 8 ounce, try the 10 ounce, even try the 12 ounce with a bunch of ice. And again, they do recommend doing it into plastic because with that ice in there in a glass and brewing hot water into it, it could crack your glass. I'm definitely going to have to give this Lipton K-Cup the Just a Dad stamp of approval. I recently became an Amazon affiliate, so if you see a link in my description for an Amazon product, if you click on it, I do get a little bit of money from that, and that will help defer some of the cost. I do buy some of my products on Amazon for my reviews, so I appreciate your support with that. I hope this video helps. I'm going to be doing several other tea makers, Mr. Coffee tea makers. It's getting summertime, and tea is going to become really popular right now. I hope this video helps. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I look at my comments on a daily basis, and I'll try to help you out as much as I can. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.